Good morning, my name is Xiomara Esquivel and this is my partner.
I'm Maribel Dr. Hernandez.
And our poem was Love Poem for My People by Pedro Piatri. Well, who was Pedro Piatri? Well, a few interesting facts about Pedro Piatri was that he was born on March 21st, 1944 in Ponce, Puerto Rico, but unfortunately he died on March 3rd, 2004 in New York. He also served in the Vietnam War, and when he returned home is when he decided to write poetry.
Many people may ask how he got his inspiration. He got his inspiration due to how many Puerto Ricans have struggled in their life, and he decided to write poetry due to him seeing the fact how many Puerto Ricans have struggled, and he decided to write poetry due to their joy and struggle in Puerto Rico.
Now we will perform the poem.
If you would like to follow, it's on page 108.
Do not let artificial lamps make strange shadows of you.
Do not dream if you want your dreams to come true.
You knew how to sing before you was issued a birth certificate.
Turn off the stereo. This country has given all of you. It's out of order.
Your voice is your promised land.
Look at your hands if you want to feel rich.
That is where the definition of magic is located at.
Our artifact is a diploma because if you want to be successful, you will be able to reach a much larger goal if you actually decide to if you decide to have a bigger goal to achieve.
Basically, it's like you need to follow your dreams and you can't let anyone get in the way of it, because if you do, then you're not going to be able to reach your goals, and basically you just do what you have to do. Now we will analyze the poem. So in the first lines, 1 to 4, the author uses symbolism because the artificial lamps signify the people who want to let you down. They want to bring you down. They want to stop you from doing better in the future, and you have to do past that, and you have to make it seem like they're not affecting you because you want to strive in the future.
In lines 5 through 7, the author uses situational irony because you need a dream in order to actually strive for success or a goal. Because if you do not, then you don't have nothing to achieve. So you need a goal or a dream in order to achieve something bigger.
In lines 8 to 10, the author says you know how to sing before you was issued a birth certificate. So the singing basically signifies that it's the place you were born, your culture, your roots, and like when you're born into a new place. Like say you travel to the U.S., you have to learn a new language and everything. And you know how to sing basically just says that you know your culture and stuff. Like you knew your language before everything, and you have to learn new things when you're born.
In lines 11 through 13, the author uses symbolism as a radio. The radio signifies a new language and culture. By switching it, you need to learn a new culture because you have come to a new place. But you don't need to turn it off because you have to show who you are and who you are inside, because people will judge you no matter what, but you need to show them who you really are inside in order to show them that you're strong and you're able to achieve many goals in your life.
In lines 14 to 15, your breath is your promised land is symbolism because the fact that your breath is your promised land signifies that you have your whole lifetime to complete your goal. And if although you might not complete it now in life, you still have your whole life to try and complete it.
Also, it has metaphor because it's saying that your breath is your promised land, because as long as you are able to be alive, you are able to achieve your goal no matter what, and no one's going to stop you. If you allow them to stop you, then you have to try again, and you can't give up, and you have to keep trying. Lines 16 through 18, symbolism because if you look at your hands, you have achieved so much with using your hands. Nobody else is going to allow you to do things, but you could do it on your own because you have to use your hand in order to be able to achieve so much in your life. Now that we're here, you are able to strive for so much more, to graduate and do so much more in your life.
Lines 19 to 21, that is where the definition of magic is located at. So that basically signifies that to go forward, you have to work with your hands, and like she said, your hands have helped you strive to do so much, and you have to continue doing that to achieve your dreams, and it's up to you if you want to continue it, and if you were gonna let people let you down, or you're gonna look past that and continue to achieve whatever you want to achieve.
Now we're going to show you songs in movie that relate to this poem. Last Hope by Paramore actually describes how she felt giving up on herself, but she didn't because she saw that there is much more onto her future, and she understood that she didn't live her life fully, and she needs to see the world around her because there's going to be negatives and positives that will help her move on.
Hey, are you happy that you switched?
Yes,
And also, many people think that, they'll drag you down and bring you like into the darkness as a previous presentation.
Myself at all, I thought I would be happy by now. The more I try to push it, I realize gotta let go of control. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen. Gotta let it happen.
As she said, you have to let it happen you have to let it happen so you could understand what you're doing wrong, so you could be able to change it and achieve your goal.
The second song we chose was Selena, by Selena Quintanilla, is Dreaming of You. We chose the song because although it is talking about a relationship with a guy she can't be with, she still tries to, and she doesn't stop until she gets to be with him. So it's basically an overall meaning about your dreams. Like, you have to strive to them to actually achieve them.
Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I wish on a star that somewhere you are thinking of me too. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me.
So it's basically talking about dreaming and how you have to do what you have to do in order to get your dreams to become a reality. The movie we chose was The Pursuit of Happiness, and we chose this movie because in the movie, the main character, Chris, he's struggling to support his child economically, and he never stops trying to get a job, and although many people don't want him to get the job and or they basically cut him off, he doesn't stop trying, and until finally he gets a job.
The overall meaning of Local for My People is that many immigrants come to the United States, but many of them decide to hide their culture and their ethic and their religion, yet they need to show it because they need to show where they came from and how they struggled to come into the United States for a better life for their future and themselves. So they strive to show everybody around them that they're Latinos, Hispanics, because if you don't show who you really are, then who are you inside? Of course, you need to show who you are inside, because other people will judge you, of course, but you need to show them who you are, and you're stronger, and you're able to achieve a goal that's greater than they will, because they're trying to drag you down, but they won't.
The poem also opens up eyes to us Latinos, making us realize how much society has an impact on our future, and how if we let it get to us, then it will bring us down and it won't help us succeed.
Connections to Enrique's journey. Enrique's journey, both poem and book desire striving for your goal. As Enrique, he attempted so many times to reach his goal of going with his mother, and the poem says almost the same thing, yet you have to go to your goal because no one else will stop you, and no one will make your decisions in life, and you have to choose to make them on your own.
In the book, he also dreamed of when he got to the U.S. he basically returned to his old habits, like his drugs, and he returned, even though he was with his mom, he still gave her attitude, and he didn't feel like he was loved although he was there. It's basically saying how much society can control who you are because of the drugs and the alcohol he wasn't himself.
And these are our citations of the poem and the book.
Thank you for your time and attention.